First, we have Jorge Friegel's title, Commercials, Jorge Friegel's.
King of beers, I'm loving it. What can Brown do for you? Have it your way. Eat more chicken. Master Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests. Can you match the brand with these taglines? I bet most of you can, and that's because of something that everybody says they don't like, but really I think you do like, and that's because of commercials. I love commercials. I know that's a weird statement to say, and you're probably thinking to yourself, oh my God, I think he's having a stroke. But no, I really do love commercials, which is funny because throughout my whole time in business school, marketing was my least favorite subject. I didn't like it. I'm not really that creative of a person. I thought, oh, you know, you have a strategy, you have a brand, and you just communicate that brand. It's pretty common sense to me. I don't understand what we have to have a whole class about this for. But there are three great things that commercials do. The first thing they do is they inform. I saw a commercial the other day for this new product. It's called Tums Freshers. And to me, this was the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life, at least recently. It is a mixture of Tums, which I like, and breath mints, which I like. So to me, this is just a scientific breakthrough that this is now a new product. And because I saw the commercial and I'm informed about it, and I can go out and look for that next time I'm running low on Tums or breath mints, I can now get them both knocked out in the same purchase. I was also informed of a new product recently that McDonald's is coming out with. It's called the Fish McBites. This has the opposite effect of the Tums Freshers. I would probably need some Tums Freshers after I eat a Fish McBite. It's essentially a fish nugget. I would like to avoid that at all possible, but it's great that I know about it now because if somebody wanted a fast food option and didn't want meat, I can say, hey, well, you know, McDonald's has Fish McBites if you want to go down that route. The second thing commercials do is entertain. I mean, who doesn't like the E-Trade baby when the E-Trade baby comes on? Those commercials are great. My personal favorites are the FedEx commercials because they do a great job of taking office dynamics, office relationships, and then making fun of them kind of in an exaggerated way in the commercials. For instance, one of my favorites, and it's a couple years old, is when a guy rushes into his boss's office carrying his golf clubs, dressed like in his golf attire, and tells his boss, I'm sorry, I have to leave because my daughter is sick. And we all know probably somebody in the office that might use their kids as an excuse, sometimes more than they should, to get out of work. But in the end, who's going to tell that person no? And we all know that plays out every single day in offices around America. So it's funny, we can relate to it. My all-time favorite is the Allstate commercials, the Mayhem commercials. I love those commercials. I love those commercials so much that I wanted to be an Allstate customer. And unfortunately, they didn't give me a good enough quote for me to change. And then my buddy started working over there, got me a good quote, and now I am an Allstate customer. And I think it's so cool now every time I see a commercial that I'm actually a part of Allstate because I can relate to the commercials. And those commercials, again, do a great job of relating real life with some exaggerated version on the screen. For instance, it's the person who veers off the road when he's looking at an attractive woman walking down the street or running down the street. It's the Christmas tree that falls off the car and you have to swerve to hit it and cause an accident. It's the navigation system that tells you to go the wrong way down a one-way road and you're trying to avoid an accident. So it's all these relatable instances. So commercials inform, give new products, they entertain. The third thing they do is inspire. There's lots of commercials out there that inspire you to show people overcoming obstacles to achieve lifetime goals, charities, people helping people. There are lots of inspirational commercials that can be found on TV. Now, of course, there are some awkward moments that can be caused by commercials. For instance, I'm sure nobody likes to sit in a room with their kids or their parents and watch commercials on Trojan or KY jelly. That's probably not doesn't make for the most comfortable viewing experience. And I personally always feel uncomfortable every time I see a woman's personal hygiene commercial. I would think those should be limited to certain channels and not shown on network TV. And then there's the, probably, let me least my least favorite commercial, and this commercial is just so sad. It's this commercial that's just going to, no matter how great of a day you're going to have, if you see this commercial, you're going to be sad. And that's that PSCA commercial about the beaten animals. It's like 10 minutes long with the Sarah McLachlan song. I'm not even a pet lover, and I get teared up during that commercial. I mean, that is just a painful commercial, and it's probably a guaranteed way to make me change the channel is by showing that commercial. So commercials do have a big impact on our lives. They do serve a lot of purposes, I believe, and it's something that I want you to just be cognizant of. I know we all try to find ways to skip commercials now. We DVR shows and try to fast forward through them. But next time you're fast forwarding through those commercials, I just want you to think about maybe you're missing out on a moment to be informed, or be entertained, or be inspired, and yes, maybe even have an awkward moment.